In a world where saying I love you sometimes can backfire, today we are going to learn. You like that? Yeah, Minecraft edition. Anyways, guys, I was chilling yesterday and I was like, yo, man, what else can I teach my fellow friends today? So today I'm gonna hit you with the greatest story time ever known. And it's titled Getting Cheated On Sucks, okay? Now, you might be wondering, B, does that mean you got cheated on? No, your boy don't get cheated on. Unless it's on taxes. Damn it, IRS. Chill on me, gang. I'm not little baby. I'm not making millions. I'm not even making enough. Okay, chill on me. But anyways, this all happened in high school, okay? We was in the 10th grade. And we're going to name my friend. We're going to name him Josh. So Josh was a really cool guy. Now, was he very popular with women? God, no. I mean, he was your typical no riz, a lot of acne. I mean, we all went through it, okay? And in the 10th grade, I didn't smell the best, okay? I think half of the time when women would come around me in the 10th grade, it was like that sound from someone like, "Ew." Like, it was bad, bro. Like, the BO was bad. I wore too much Axe spray. I know. You guys still do that from time to time. You do not smell good. Anyways, my boy Josh, he finally got his first girlfriend. Now, how he met her, I have no idea. I just remember one day he came up, said, hey, I got a girlfriend. I said, okay, cool. Whatever. Didn't think too much of it. Now, the problem with Josh's girlfriend is that his girlfriend in high school, she was a, how do I say, community ball. Okay? He wasn't the only one that was with her, if that makes sense. Now, whether there was somebody with her when it was going on or not, didn't matter. Now, one of the signs that I was trying to tell Josh that he should look out is the fact that she had way too many guy friends, okay? Way too many guy friends. And the problem wasn't so much as like how the guy friends would talk to her. It was more about the fact that they were grabbing up on her when Josh was looking aware or he wasn't noticing. I mean, they were grabbing her ass. They were acting like she was Play-Doh, okay? And Josh, he wasn't trying to be an insecure guy because you know how you get gaslighted into, oh, you're being insecure. They're just my guy friends. This is just what we do. So I told Josh, bro, you gotta break up with her, man. And he goes, now, keep in mind, Josh in the 10th grade, like I said, he wasn't very popular with girls. So he didn't get play at all. This was his first time getting played. And by play, I mean, the cat. Meow. Anyways, so it was his first time. So when he found the girl that was basically giving him, I mean, she was doing everything. I mean, under the stairs, above the stairs, in classrooms sometimes, outside the classrooms, in the gym, outside the gym, you name it, she was ready. She was on go. Okay, my boy Josh was a monopoly ready to pass go. So, when we started telling him of all these red flags, he ignored it because the man's getting the craziest dome of his life. So I get it. I understand it. Now, what happened, I remember we were in the 5th period. It was science, okay? Now, me and Josh, we had separate classes because when you're in high school, at least in my high school, it was divided. So there was 2 levels. Science class was at the bottom. He took math in the 2nd level, which is just above science. Now, I had told my teacher, hey, do you think I could be excused? I want to use the bathroom, because technically I really just didn't want to be in the class. We've all done this. We say we want to go to do something else, but really we're just going to be doing something in the hallways, probably going to YAB, going to PE. Anyways, so as I'm passing one of the boys' room, now keep in mind, the bathroom is, you got in this little corner. So there's like this little corner when you're passing from science, there's a little corner that has the boys' bathroom and the girls' bathroom. So as I'm approaching the boys' bathroom, I hear certain sounds from the hub coming from the boys' bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, no way, somebody's getting play. Like the virgin I was. Oh my God, I was getting play. Anyways, so I'm like, yo, like, low-key that boy sounded familiar because, like, the girl in this situation is like, oh my God, harder, oh, go faster. And I'm like, bro, where have I heard this voice? Like, I'm getting flashbacks, okay? I'm like, bro, why does this girl's voice sound so familiar? So after they're done, I see the senior, the guy comes out first, and I'm acting like this is the first time I'm heading to the bathroom. And he tells me, oh, hold on, bro. There's somebody in there. And I go like, oh, okay, bro. I'm like, damn, you did that. Dapping him up. I'm trying to be cool with the seniors. Sue me. So then as they open the door of the boys' bathroom, I see her fixing herself. And she was wiping her mouth off. And there goes Josh's girlfriend. Yup. She looked at me with eyes wide open, okay? And I know what you're thinking. B, did she try to finesse and then give you a BJ so you wouldn't tell Josh? No, this isn't a twisted dark fantasy that you have, okay? This is real life. So I looked at her and I just went in the boys' bathroom and I was just like, oh my God, how am I going to tell Josh? Here's the problem when you tell your homeboy what you've seen. Sometimes your homeboy will think you're hating on him. So when I went to Josh and I told him, yo, Josh, this girl is playing you like a sack of potatoes. She's playing you more than when my older brother would be playing Super Mario Bros. And would give me the second controller and tell me I was playing, okay? That's how bad this man was getting played. So when I talked to him, I said, yo, Josh, like, this is what I seen. She was with this senior in the bathroom. I don't know, like, it sounded like they was. And like, instead of him being like, damn, how could she do that to me? No, he goes on the offensive. Man, you're just jealous because I got a bad one. You're just jealous because, like, she really loves me and she be giving me BJs. I'm like, bro, it's not that, gang. I promise you it's not that. I'm telling you what I saw, what I heard. He just didn't believe me. He didn't believe me until the girl ended up breaking up with him a few weeks later. And then there were guys coming up to him, telling him, showing him video evidence of what they were doing. This lady was riding the train, okay? It was like a vintage video of your favorite corn star. It was insane. There was nothing that they weren't doing, okay? They were R. Kellying her, Diddying her. I mean, you name it, that girl was doing it. If OnlyFans was available before, bro, she would be able to do all of that in one session, okay? But I felt so bad for my boy Josh because then when he saw the videos, I've never seen somebody so depressed. Sadly, Josh committed one of the acts that every guy commits once they get once they get the, you know what I'm saying? Once they get that girl that be giving you the itch. He ended up getting back with her and let's just say the relationship was open on one side and it wasn't Josh. Now the second one, which was even worse. So I had a friend by the name of Rick. We're going to call him Rick because of obvious reasons. Now, I'm not talking Rick and Morty, okay? Now, he was dating this girl. His little brother was dating this girl. And we're going to call his little brother, we're going to call him Richard. So Richard was dating this girl. They were in the same grade, right? Now, this girl was like the quiet type, bookwormy, like earthy girl. And back in the day, back in my time, yes, dinosaur times, that used to be like a good sign that, yo, she's not a hoe. Like, she like a good girl. She comes from a good family. Sadly, Richard will learn that just because she has a good father and a good mother does not mean that the wholeness has left her. So fast forward, they're dating for a few months. Everything seems cool. And I just started noticing certain things about his girl. She would be too playful with other guys. When guys would give her attention, she wouldn't just like skirt them away. She would actually encourage it. Now, the wildest thing Richard ever came to us with, because he came to Rick and he was like, yo, my girl went out with another guy and I just don't know how to process it. So I'm hearing this. I'm over here like, what? What do you mean? Who do we burn, gang? Who do we burn at the stake? But anyways, not to make it too complex. So as I'm hearing, because my satellite ears start, detecting, you know what I'm saying? I hear that basically she went out with this other guy to the movies by themselves. And Richard was like, I don't have a problem with her going by herself with him. My problem is she was flirting with, like, they were flirting back and forth. Now, as a older guy, as I'm listening to this, I mean, there's so many red flags, I don't even know where to stop. So, first of all, if you're okay with her going out with another man, we got bigger problems than that, okay? There's bigger problems ahead of what's going on here, okay? Like, we need, Richard, we need to take you through the class. These are the guys that need the red pill for 6 months. These are the guys that need to become, like hear that for sure. But Richard was a very sweet kind of guy. He would buy her flowers, chocolate, you name it, he was doing it, okay? This man would kiss the floor where she was walking on, okay? So he was telling us the story. Now, I was friends with the guy that went out with her to that movie situation, but I didn't know it at the time. So fast forward, we're at the basketball court, we're hooping, you know, and the guy, we're gonna name him Mark. So Mark comes down, he like, yo, I just got like some, like this girl is and, you know, and he was like, yeah, I went out with her to the movies. I'm like, to the movies? And I'm like, yo, when did you go with the movies with her? And he goes like, yeah, I just went this past weekend. I'm like, okay. And he goes like, yeah, like she got a boyfriend, but like, bro, I don't think she cared. I go like, why you say that? He was like, bro, she was giving me, you know what I mean? She was giving me the yeah means, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what do you, like, what? And then he proceeds to do the most devilish thing I've ever seen. This man smiles from ear to ear and tells me, you want to see? Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. B, it's kind of gay that you're about to watch a video of another man getting a BJ. I understand that, okay? I understand what you're saying. Keep in mind, this is high school. We all did this, okay? We all did it. Okay, I don't care what nobody in the comment section says. We all did this, okay? It will show you a bunch of pictures and videos and you'll be like, oh, what the f? You just focus that the thing isn't there. Now, if you look for more than 10 seconds, you're gay. But if you didn't, you're perfectly fine, okay? Anyways, I'm looking at the video, okay? I had 10 seconds to analyze it before it's gay. Those are the rules. It's a 10-second rule, okay? And like my gay friends, that's what they told me. They told me, Byron, it's only gay if you do it for more than 10 seconds, okay? That's a story for a whole other time. Anyways, so he was showing me the video and he's just laughing. He's like, yeah, like she was going crazy, bro. And the whole time I'm looking at her, I'm like, bro, those glasses look very familiar. That hair looks very familiar. And then I go like, bro, what movie were you watching? And at the time, I think it was like Transformers. This is how old it was. It was like Transformers. I don't know which one, but it was like the latest one at the time. And I go like, what the? In my head, two things click. I say, yo, this is Richard's girl. Wait, no. Richard? Yeah. This is Richard's girl. And I'm like, yo, Mark, what's the guy's name? Do you know the guy's name? Bro, this man goes on the girl's Instagram. He opens it. He shows me with the biggest grin in his face. It goes like, it's this guy. And I watch and I go like, no. So, you know, I did the best thing that I could. I went and told Rick, I said, yo, Rick, that girl is finessing your brother, bro. And he goes like, well, how do you know? Bro, I just seen the video of her giving talk to my Mark. What you mean? She was going dumb, bro. Like, she was going like, bro, it was insane, bro. Like, it was like she's never been around a stick before, bro. It was a legendary scene. And I was like, bro, like she was doing moves on it. I didn't even know you. Bro, you remember that lady with the fruit? That she was like teaching girls how to like do that shit, bro? I know y'all remember. I know y'all seen it. Stop playing with me. Anyways, I told Rick, I'm like, bro, this woman is a thotty. She is for these streets, okay? We need holy water to throw it at her, and it might not even work. We might need Jesus to come down in the spirit, in the Holy Spirit, and hit her with something, because this woman was wilding. So then Rick, you know what Rick does? He just looks at me. He's not stunned. He's not surprised. Then he tells me, hey, man, I got to let you on in a little secret. I'm like, what's going on? Why aren't we telling Richard, bro? Like, what's going on? He goes, Richard already knew. I said, what? I was like, how did Richard know? He goes like, bro, he figured it out because one of his friends, so basically one of Richard's friends, show him a compilation, a TikTok compilation of his girl doing certain things. Safe to say, bro, after I saw all those experiences, it never made me want to have a girl. More of the story, guys, believe them when they do what they do, okay? Cheating really sucks. It sucks. Whether you do it or somebody does it to you, it never ends well, bro. Stop cheating. It's not good for relationships. And if you're in high school, don't date unless you're really serious about it. And stop playing around with all these people. Because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to bite you. Because karma is real, guys. And cheating just isn't cool. But they make very funny stories. Other than that, guys, that's been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, man, it was just a few stories that I just want to get out there. I thought they were pretty funny. You know, messed up but funny at the same way. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. There's more stories I want to tell you guys and more stuff to come. We're gonna start uploading 3 times a week. I know you're lazy, B. Why aren't you coming up with more stories? I want 7 days a week. Well, some people gotta go to work, okay? I'm sorry. Nah, that sounded weird. But yeah, guys, it's been your boy Be Easy, and I'll be back with some more. Peace.